Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out outside Stonebridge Boxing Club in not so sunny Wembley. It was sunny 5 minutes ago, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Later on we'll be looking at James DeGale's workout, something you'll be able to see on our channel, and interviews with the major protagonists from the DeGale side of James DeGale versus Chris Eubank next week. But right now we're here for the latest edition of FLEXpectations, our weekly look ahead to the boxing action at the weekend. We're here every Thursday at 4:30 p.m. And this week we're looking mainly to the USA, where there's a few shows worth looking at. The biggest one is out in LA, where Leo Santa Cruz makes his first appearance in about 8 months. The WBA Super Bantamweight champion, I believe I've got that right. We don't see him in the ring anywhere near as much as we'd like to. And unfortunately, he's not going in against a big name opponent. He fights Rafael Rivera, who's come in on 3 weeks' notice for the equally modest, I think it's fair to say, Miguel Flores. Neither of them expected to give Santa Cruz a massive test. Rafael Rivera's fought in good company, but has lost 2 of his last 3. Lost to Joet Gonzalez, lost to Jojo Diaz. So good fighters, but Leo Santa Cruz is another level entirely. Rangy, very, very busy, good work rate, good boxing skills, can come forward and pressure, but is equally adept on the back foot. Can't really expect Rivera to last the distance, but if Santa Cruz gets the job done in his comeback fight, we look ahead to bigger fights for him. Maybe unification with Gary Russell Jr., WBC champion who beat Santa Cruz in the amateurs. He'd like that fight, but he's also talked to Santa Cruz about fights potentially with Cole Frampton, Josh Warrington, the IBF champion who fights Kid Galahad next. So the future's bright for him as long as he gets Rivera out the way. Best fight on that card, or at least the most intriguing, pits John Molina against the unbeaten Omar Figueroa. Figueroa's been better known in recent times for missing weight, getting DUI violations and things like that. He's been inactive as a result. But after his last long period of inactivity, 18 months, he came back and absolutely smashed Robert Guerrero up at welterweight. Figueroa was known for being a dominant lightweight, so jumping up to that weight division, smashing a noted former world champion, albeit a faded one in Guerrero, was particularly impressive. But he's been away for another 18 months since. Now he goes in against John Molina, who's got that never say die attitude. Never got it done at the very top level, but his only loss in his last 4 fights was against Terence Crawford. He's coming off a good knockout win over Ivan Redkach, which he wasn't necessarily expected to win. So it'll be interesting, kind of a crossroads battle, even though Figueroa's unbeaten. We need to see more of him, and he's back. Can he make the weight? 140 pounds for this one. Hopefully he'll make it this time and he'll put in an impressive performance, but John Molina certainly won't be going in there to give up. Before all that happens, on Friday night, there's 2 shows worth noting. One of them in somewhere that's not exactly a boxing hotbed, Hinckley, Minnesota. It plays host to Rob Brant, making the first defence of his WBA regular middleweight title. Brant obviously upset the odds by beating Ryuto Murata a few months ago. Very impressive performance there to upset the Japanese. He'll be going in hoping to make a successful first defence against an unheralded opponent, it's fair to say. That one's on ESPN Plus, I believe. But one that you can see over here, which is on ITV, sorry, not ITV, which is on Box Nation and Showtime in the US. Tommy Ward, West Rainton's former British Super Bantamweight champion, goes over to the US, headlining a Showtime show against a house fighter in Jesse Hernandez. Decent fighter, Hernandez, good southpaw. Ward is the favourite with the bookies, but he's going up against promoter Dimitri Salita's fighter on a Salita promotion show. So it's by no means a foregone conclusion. I remember Tommy Ward defending his British title, the only defence he made against Sean Davis. He looked absolutely amazing that night. Switching direction, lateral movement, fast hands. He's not a knockout puncher, but he's got all the skills. He's going over to America. He's already WBO number 4. Could seal a future world title shot against that body's champion, Emmanuel Navarrete, if he wins this fight against Hernandez on US TV and over here on Box Nation as well. So make sure you tune in. Give Tommy Ward your support. He's a good fighter and he's a humble guy. We'll be back next week, Thursday, 4:30 p.m. We'll see you there for the next FLEXpectations. But leave your comments below. We like you to engage. What fight are you most looking forward to this week? How good is Tommy Ward? Can he be a world-class super bantamweight? And Leo Santa Cruz, we know, pretty sure he's going to win this one. Who would you like to see him fight next if he comes through Rafael Rivera? Thank you.